Aries, this doesn't look like a Vidalia field.
Not right now, it's not. Right now it's a field that I'm just trying to keep from washing away and bring nutrients to the top by using a cover crop.
And so this is a cover crop?
Yeah, it is. It's a multi-species cover crop.
So this is a field that you've grown Vidalias in before?
Yep.
But this season you decided to plant a cover crop?
Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is trying to create and build organic matter in the soil. And, Georgia is known to have sandier type soils in our area. And so we're close to the river. And so our soils tend to be a little bit more sandier than most. So what I try to do is as much rainfall as we get during the wintertime, I'm always trying to keep the ground covered. As you can see, it's a little breezy today. I think they're expecting 20-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow. So what you don't see is soil blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
A ton of topsoil is basically it's as thick as a notebook sheet of paper. So when you sit here and you just watch dust and all flying across the field, that's my topsoil that's got all the good nutrients in it going across. So I've started back 3-4 years ago planting cover crops, trying to keep the soil intact, and then also just trying to build organic matter through the root systems underneath the soil. Start trying to feed this biology year round. We're blessed to have warm enough weather that these things grow. So as long as I can keep a living root in the ground, the whole function and everything that the biology needs and that it does is working for me. So these roots they scavenge down.
Yeah.
They'll grab nutrients, pull them to the top.
Cool.
And then they'll, as this cover crop gets a little bit more mature, I'll come in here and I'll terminate it. And as those nutrients begin to filter back through the soil, then they're soluble. They're ready for the next crop to take them up.
What does terminate them mean? You just
So-
go and this is not a cash crop. We don't harvest this and sell it.
That's correct. No, we don't harvest it and sell it. All I do is I basically plant the crop. I want to build biomass to help shade the soil, and then I'll terminate it or kill it so that it'll die. I'm going to show you this ladybug right here. So this is what I'm trying to do all this for. Well, I just lost it. There it is. It's running from me. Usually they don't run like that. So here's my ladybug. Okay. Now ladybugs will eat aphids and other what folks would call pest. That's basically my pest control in this field right now, is things like that. So what I'm trying to do is introduce things into the biosystem, into the ecosystem that'll help make this field a better field. So as I dig into the soil, you can tell we've had the rain, so it's wet, it's holding moisture. That's the whole purpose of everything. So as it rains, I want the moisture to stay here and to filter through this so that it's healthier when it gets into the aquifer. There's another ladybug over there. There's one here. So you can see the ladybugs are here doing their thing, and it's pretty neat. The other thing that they do is as other species come in, you'll have animals that will, it's just like cattle, like back in the day in the prairies, they had the buffalo and the bison and all that would roll through and basically stomp, tromp, eat this, then they would poop and they would leave that biology there, and it just kind of filtered. And that's what I'm trying to do. Those ladybugs, as they extrude and they poop, they leave biomass here that's healthy. I mean, there's two right there together. So they're just scavenging, looking for something to eat. And like I said, a ladybug doesn't eat the crop that I grow, but it eats the bad things that eat my crop. So, I've been learning about there's more good species that eat predators than there are predators. It's just you got to get the those species into your ecosystem.
Now, when you say you terminate the crop, explain that process.
So
Are you simply coming in and turning the soil over?
Well,
or...
it just depends. So I've been trying to research and figure out what's the best method in our area. Typically, in the past, we always would use herbicide, okay? But what I've been trying to do is move away from herbicide if I can.
Yeah.
Or try to figure out better ways to be more efficient with the herbicide that I use. The other way that we do it is by roller cramping. That's the way that I like. As this crop gets big enough and the crop gets to where it's more of a stiffer, this right here is still in the vegetative stage. When it gets to lignin, I guess the fibers in it, and again, I'm just using terms that I've heard before, but as it gets stiffer, then I can come and I can crimp that crop, and basically it kills it because it destroys the vascular system that's in that plant, so that the nutrients do not go up and down anymore through it. And it covers the ground. So, a lot of this brown thatch that you see is from cover crops before.
It's been
now,
almost laid down. Almost.
Yeah, but now, I honestly been reading, I need to incorporate that somehow, because see, the only biology that's getting this is right on top of the surface right now. What I need it to be breaking down and getting down in there, because then, it's actually helping the biology throughout the soil profile, because the roots of what I'm going to grow are going to be, going that deep. So I want to get that whole profile all the way to my hard pan as healthy as possible.